Hello and welcome to the Last Picture House quiz. My name's Marcus Lovett, and joining me through the magic of the internets are Ian Norton, Maria Suzuki, Di Lynch, Paul Dowling, Andrew Morris, and Trygva Bjelvåg. Hi, everybody.
Hey, Marcus.
Good evening.
Okay, so coming to you from underlit bedrooms across Tokyo and Norway, this is the show that tests our panelists' knowledge of cinema. In the red corner, there's Ian, Paul, and Andrew. Do you have a team name, gentlemen?
Well, as we're on a winning streak from last week, we thought we'd keep the same name. So I'm still Christopher Walken here.
Still Christopher Walken here. Excellent. And in the blue corner, we have Maria, Trygva, and Di. What team name did you guys pick out?
Well, in honor of one of the greatest cinematic news, that Nick Cage is going to play Joe Toxic when named the Kitten Kings, and the Kitten Kings.
The Kitten Kings, nice.
And you will see shortly that the internet is already rooting for us.
Trygva, did you agree to this?
Oh, nice. Did you make this?
I know. That's horrendous.
I didn't know I need Nicolas Cage and Cats.
Stuff of nightmares.
I mean, there's no worse than the actual movie Cats.
Let's be honest.
This is the Kitten Kings.
Okay. Let me explain the way that this works. The quiz consists of 3 rounds of questions. The first is a general film knowledge round. The second is our theme round, this week, music on film. While the third and final round makes use of visual aids. So that's 20 questions in total. Naturally, we encourage you to play along at home. So don't be shy. If you think you know the answer, let us know in the chat. At the end of the quiz, we'll tally up the number of correct answers, and one of the 2 teams will be declared the winner. All right, let's get started.
Hey, Trygva, how did Marcus do with your pronunciation of your name?
I'll totally butcher
When I had to do that on the show, I was messaging you just before going out for dinner for my wedding anniversary. So I spent the whole of my wedding anniversary.
I deliberately drowned you out for that.
Smart.
Okay, round 1. Question number 1. Which actor dined with Andre Gregory in the 1981 film My Dinner with Andre? That question again. Which actor dined with Andre Gregory in the 1981 film My Dinner with Andre?
Oh my God, I've seen this film, but
It's a man.
Definitely.
Andre, is it?
Isn't about that.
We're not both called Andre.
Guys.
That's a good start, Mars. It's a man. Okay.
Half the possibilities right away.
Guys, just having dinner.
Okay,
it's
you found your answers?
It's the actor that looks like the guy that's with Bugs Bunny, but I don't remember the name.
Elmer Fudd.
All right, put that down, boys. Put that down. That was good.
I didn't help us in any way at all.
All right, moving on to question number 2. What is the password to the sex club in Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut? Moz,
The sex
that
club
face,
down
the
road.
Home Alone face.
I think I know the answer, guy.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
That
I think we had a
question
slow
again.
start.
I think it's
What is the password to the sex club in Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut from 1999, his final film?
I mean,
Was that 99?
it doesn't make any difference at the moment. I can't type in the answer sheet for some reason at the moment, but I don't know any of the answers. So
Good cover.
Okay, moving on to question number 3. What do the films Beetlejuice, 1988, and Hunt for Red October from 1990 have in common? What do the films Beetlejuice and the Hunt for Red October have in common?
The great cool Ian.
Oh, nice.
Sean Connery had a very stripy black and white suit in The Hunt for Red October. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, guys. Just putting that out there.
I don't remember what he
outfits.
wore in Beetlejuice. So.
If you say Sean Connery's name 3 times,
You fly.
exactly.
Connery. All right, moving on to question number 4. Who directed the classic noir or melodrama Laura? Who directed the classic noir melodrama Laura?
It's a classic.
It is a
in
classic.
It's
That's
a
why it's in the
classic
question.
in film noir. I love this film so much.
You sound confident, Miriam.
So you
I
know
like
the
it.
answer?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Our team.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
When you start asking things before 1950, yes. Don't get too modern.
So you're saying no questions. I should not be asking any questions for films before 1950.
Possibly. Unless they're very trash.
Oh, me and I got that covered. So
Yeah, we got the trash covered. Any Marvel questions come up, we're there. We are there for the Marvel questions.
I think it's a bit unfair. We've got a Norwegian film round.
I don't.
All right. Moving on to the next question.
Oh, I can see the answer. Yay.
For
And we
question
got
number
that
4,
right.
sorry, there was a multiple choice here.
Oh.
Push the button. Let me
It was
give you some choices.
Wow.
the one that I don't need multiple choice, Marcus.
Did.
To be fair to the other guys. So your choices are Billy Wilder, Otto Preminger, John Huston, and Howard Hawks.
Right, 1 in 4 chance. I like my odds, guys.
That's right.
Dice is rolled.
Guys, you can trust your team captain.
Can we?
I was
Yes.
trusting Mars. That keeps
I don't
changing
think
his
she's
answer.
talking to you.
You're not in my team.
Yeah, don't trust me, boys. No, don't trust me.
Question number 5. What is Buzz Lightyear's catchphrase in Toy Story?
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
That's not a very adult film. I give up.
Yay.
It's an adult film.
I cried at Toy Story 3.
you cried.
You
every
cry
time,
at
Phil.
everything.
Hey.
Dude, it's true, Ian. You do cry at everything.
Yeah, but Trigbar's not allowed to do that joke.
Bar?
I thought we were gingers together here.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Hands across the fjords.
All right. Let's go on to question number 6. This is a long one.
Oh, it's so long.
Who am I? Yes, I'll read it to you. Who
Okay.
am I? I was born in 1962 to an active father and a screenwriter mother. I have a career that spans 4 decades, including a Golden Globe nomination for Mrs. Parker and the Vicious Circle, 1994, and an Oscar nomination for The Hateful Eight in 2015. More recently, I appeared on television in season 3 of Twin Peaks.
More spot on.
Go.
Twin Peaks: The Return. Okay, I'll read that again. Who am I? I was born in 1962 to an active father and a screenwriter mother. I have a career that spans 4 decades, including a Golden Globe nomination for Mrs. Parker and the Vicious Circle, and an Oscar nomination for The Hateful Eight. More recently, I appeared on television in season 3 of Twin Peaks.
Something terrible happened to this person's father.
Is it a spoiler?
They met their end in a very horrible way.
Okay. Time's up. Moving on to the next question. Question 7. In which film would you hear the line, "A boy's best friend is his mother"?
Ooh, that is a nice
Yes.
I say that every day. So I mean,
I'm sure it's in Italian.
What do we think, boys?
My best friend is my mother.
I like
yeah.
that.
My
In which
mum's
film would you hear the line, "A boy's best friend is his mother"?
Is this because my mum's watching again and probably going to end up commenting?
Yeah, I threw it in just for her.
She hasn't watched a film in years.
Okay, moving on. Question 8. The making of which film disrupted the shoot for No Country for Old Men? The 2007 movie. The making of which film disrupted the shoot for No Country for Old Men?
I thought I heard someone say The Meg, which would be amazing.
Jason Statham.
No Country for Old Men.
You confident on that one, Mars?
Well,
Very, very.
Oh.
You can actually see it in the background of one of the shots.
yes, exactly.
Squint.
Oh, good. Okay. Question 9. In which film would you find the Sulaco?
Oh, come on.
In which film would you find the Sulaco?
Wrong. I'm gonna kill myself.
Is it a legal substance?
Can you hold that mug up again?
Don't you dare, Trig. You put that mug down.
I can't read it. Oh, Trig.
So quick. It just flies right by your eyes.
Yeah.
It's a visual aid.
Okay. Moving on to our 10th question.
Ooh.
And this is our first ever viewer question.
Ooh, very interesting.
Good evening, all you Last Picture House movie quiz fans. I'm Ingrid Lindstrom, and I have a question for you. Answer it correctly, and you might just be the Last Picture House heavyweight champion of the world.
Whoa.
Get it wrong, and you'll wind up being a worthless, no-name jobber. Here's my question. Amongst the top 10 highest grossing movies featuring WWF or WWE superstars, I'm going to give you 4. Please indicate the highest grossing film amongst these 4. Is it A, The Princess Bride, featuring Andre the Giant? B, The Expendables, featuring Stone Cold Steve Austin? C, Rocky 3, featuring Hulk Hogan? D, Furious 7, featuring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? Good luck, players.
All right. So that question again, what was the highest grossing film featuring a WWF or WWE superstar? Your options are A, Princess Bride with Andre the Giant, B, The Expendables with Steve Austin, C, Rocky 3 with Hulk Hogan, and D, Furious 7 with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
I think Miss Lindstrom's trying to mess me up here. We both have taught and watched The Princess Bride many, many, many times to our junior high school students.
That's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
I've also taught Rocky 3 of Hulk Hogan a lot as well.
That says a lot.
Okay, should be experts.
Your class then.
Well, one thing I've seen every Rocky film.
Isn't Rocky 3 on Criterion?
It's a
Needs to be.
come on, it's the Eye of the Tiger. It's a Survivor.
That's true. Yeah.
It's a
Moz,
classic.
I'll go with your one, or maybe. Are you very confident, Moz?
I was going to say that one as well.
I think so. I think those.
Right.
Yeah. That's what I agree.
That movie made a lot of money.
Okay. So at this point, we have finished the questions for round 1. So let me give you a little bit of thinking time, and let me talk a little about subscribing to the podcast. So this is the time in our show where we encourage you to subscribe on YouTube. Go to The Last Picture House and hit the subscribe button. While you're there, you may want to check out our archive of podcast episodes. For a premium listening experience, you can also subscribe to our audio podcast on iTunes. Meanwhile, follow us on Twitter, that's at Last Pick House, Instagram, Last Picture House, and Facebook, where we have The Last Picture House. Okay, I think by now everybody has a few ideas about the answers. So let's get into the answers for question number 1. Let's see, how about we go to Ian first?
Oh, I knew you were going to do that. So we had nothing, so we went with Maria's suggestion of Elmer Fudd. But we are
You
confident. Elmer
stole
Fudd.
it.
Worth a try.
I was going to put Kojak, but I couldn't remember.
Elmer Fudd.
Yeah. Well, but
So the question again was, which actor dined with Andre Gregory in the 1981 film My Dinner with Andre? And you say Elmer Fudd,
Yeah, it's the follow-up to to Roger Rabbit.
which
Before
was made after that, but whatever. How about Maria, your team?
Well, I hope you're not gonna give a bonus point because he really
There are no
looks
bonus
like.
points.
Yeah, okay, great. It's so embarrassing because I love the film. I know the actor. I know the face. I can only say that he is also in Marriage Story. He is one of the actors in the company, but I don't remember his name. Yeah, so
So the name you were looking for was,
Is-
of course, Wallace
yeah.
Shawn.
oh,
See, Elmer Fudd.
Unbelievable.
I don't think I ever knew his name.
He plays Elmer Fudd in some of the things.
He
But
looks
he
like
does
Elmer
look
Fudd.
like, right?
He does.
Yeah.
He's a dead ringer for Elmer Fudd.
You have you have to give that to me.
No, I don't. Okay, next question.
Right?
Elmer Fudd a dead ringer for Elmer Fudd, do you think?
Inconceivable.
Yeah.
I know. I should have got it.
Your second
Separated at birth. And he was also in the marriage Story.
And Princess Bride.
Question number 2.
Yeah.
What is the password to the sex club in Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut? Okay, Andrew,
Well,
what did you guys get?
Don't read that out, Andrew.
we went through the backlog of potential Kubrick quotes. We've just gone for the best password ever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That works.
It works
Tried
for
that
a lot of
many times.
Wi-Fi.
That's what the password is at my sex club.
Okay, and
Sorry, Mum.
and Di. How about you guys?
I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exclamation mark, but we're going to go with Fidelio.
Fidelio.
Is the correct answer.
Well
done.
Yeah. Sex club.
So the
You gotta ask
Kitten
me.
Kings are on 1 point. The Kitten Kings had the password for the sex club correct. So this, of course, was Stanley Kubrick's final film. He handed it in to Warner Brothers something like 4 days before he died.
Oh.
Okay, moving to question number 3. What did the films Beetlejuice and Hunt for Red October have in common? Let's go to Trygve.
Oh, great. Yeah. I'm not sure what we answered there. Did we have an answer?
Oh,
We
Yeah.
didn't. Was it? Did we? Oh yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. So we went with it's the same set.
The same set. Oh, okay. So they're using the same
Yeah,
set.
so we're shooting in the same kind of sound stage. We're using the same props in a way.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And what about on the other side, Paul?
Yeah, so I didn't come up with this myself, but once I saw it, everything clicked. It's Alec Baldwin.
Nicely done.
Oh,
of course.
yes.
There we go, boys. That's more like it.
One on the board.
Okay, so Christopher's still walking here, is on paper with 1 point on the scorecard.
Up and
Okay,
running.
so Alec Baldwin appeared in both films, of course, and he is reported to hate his performance in Beetlejuice.
Oh, I do too.
It wasn't a great performance.
Join the
I
club.
can sort of
Alex.
understand it. yeah. Question 4. Who directed the classic noir melodrama Laura? Now, remember, I gave you a choice belatedly. There was Billy Wilder, Otto Preminger, Howard Hawks, and John Huston. Let's go to Maria first. Very
Well,
confident Maria.
I didn't need the multiple choice. It's Otto Preminger.
Yeah, we got this.
And Ian?
We did originally book Billy Wilder, but Moz changed it to Otto Preminger.
Oh, did he?
So we're happy. Yes, he did. He did.
1 point each.
1 second ago.
Congratulations.
Did
I
you
was
just
gonna-
change it?
No, I can.
No,
I
no.
keep looking at the thing.
So the
No,
film
no.
was actually begun by a different director, and Preminger was the producer. He took over the directing reins.
Very beautifully.
A classic noir. Next question. Question number 5. What is Buzz Lightyear's catchphrase in Toy Story? Let's go to Trygve first.
Cool, yeah. So we're gonna say this is a classic line that we all grew up with, most of us. And it's basically to infinity and beyond.
To infinity and beyond. Okay. And how about on the other team, Andrew?
To infinity and beyond.
Wonderful rendition. That was great.
Bonus point?
I didn't
No
know
bonus
that.
points.
No, no
Good
bonus points.
dare.
Nice try there.
Just woke my brain up.
Of course, it was to infinity and beyond. 1 point to each team.
Cool.
So before the film role of Buzz Lightyear went to Tim the Toolman Allen, both Chevy Chase and Billy Crystal turned it down. And one of the reasons that Tim Allen wanted to do it was because he adores Chevy Chase. Question
Beautiful
number
bit of
6.
trivia.
The long Who Am I question. I was born in 1962 to an active father and a screenwriter mother. I have a career that spans 4 decades, including a Golden Globe nomination for Mrs. Parker in The Vicious Circle and an Oscar nomination for The Hateful Eight. More recently, I appeared on television in season 3 of Twin Peaks. Let's go to Paul.
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
And how about Di?
We have Bruce Dern.
Bruce Dern.
Their family, at least.
Nice try, but it's Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So Christopher Walken here picking up another point.
Ooh, very
Is
good.
Jennifer Jason Leigh having a bad hair day?
Having a bad
That's a
day.
hell of a lockdown look.
Yeah, my hair's sort of getting there.
My mind's not far off.
All right.
Another 2 weeks of quarantine.
Question 7. In which film would you hear the line, "A boy's best friend is his mother"? Ian?
We wrote Psycho.
Okay, and Maria?
Of course, Norman Bates in Psycho.
And 1 point each for Psycho. So Norman Bates, of course, playing both himself and his mother in the film. And Hitchcock apparently was against, or unsure at least, of using the morph shot at the end of the film. So he tested it. In the end, they went with that kind of half skeletal, half Anthony Perkins face. All right. Question 8. The making of which film disrupted the shoot for No Country for Old Men? Let's go to Paul.
Moz wrote this. He's very confident. There will be blood.
All right. And
I
Trygve?
believe in him.
Yeah, we said the same.
There will be blood
Yeah.
is the correct answer. Well done. 1 point each.
That's not.
So
Backing it.
so they were both filming more or less at the same place, a place called Mafra in Texas, in West Texas. And the smoke that's coming up in shots like this was getting in the way of the shoot on the Coen Brothers film, and they had to take a bit of time off. All right.
Battle of the Giants.
Number 9. In which film would you find the Sulaco? This is an easy question, I think. I think it's too easy. Let's go to Di first.
This is James Cameron's Aliens.
James Cameron's Aliens. And how about Andrew?
We also wrote Aliens.
1 point each. Of course, it is the Sulaco. Sulaco is a town that appears in the book Nostromo, Joseph Conrad's book. And Nostromo was the name of the ship in the first film, in Alien, Ridley Scott's Alien, you'll remember. All right.
Also featuring on Trygva's mug today.
Yeah.
Which no one can read.
Nobody see
I
that?
screenshot
Can you
it
hold
and
it
then
up
I did
again,
read it.
Trygve?
I can see
Can
it. Yeah, I can see it. Trygva, you got to talk at the same time.
Oh, I see. So if I talk.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
What a
that's,
coincidence. That's a complete coincidence. Nice.
Time from the universe.
Okay. It's time for question 10, our video question. What was the highest grossing film featuring a WWF WWE superstar? All right. Let's go first of all to Maria.
It's really a bet.
It's a multiple choice.
Furious 7.
Okay, and Ian?
And we wrote D, yeah, Furious 7 as well. Just on the idea that those films make far too much money.
Dogging and grandstanding. Have you finished your trash talking and flexing? All right, I'll repeat the question one more time. I asked you amongst the top 10 highest grossing movies, I gave you 4. I wanted you to indicate the highest grossing film featuring a WWF or WWE superstar. Your choices were A, The Princess Bride with Andre the Giant, B, The Expendables with Stone Cold Steve Austin, C, Rocky 3 featuring Hulk Hogan, and D, Furious 7 featuring Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Could you get it? The answer is D, Furious 7 featuring Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And that's what The Rock is cooking.
Thank you, Ingrid. That was awesome.
That's a very Ingrid question.
That was great.
That's a great question as well.
So Furious 7 with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So that brings us to the end of round 1. At the end of the round, Christopher's still walking here, 8 points. And the Kitten Kings close behind on 7 points. Well done, everyone.
Very nice. Good job.
Good job, boys. Thank you.
So at this point, we're going to go to an intermission. We'll be back in 10 minutes' time. While we take a break, we're going to put up a question for you, the audience. And we'll also be checking in the chat to find out how things are going there.
Oh, there's The Rock.
There he is.
He's behind that other one.
This is our recap.
Yeah. Oh, Alec Baldwin.
Okay.
I know.
See you all soon. Okay, and we are back. Hello, everyone. Okay, so at the end of round 1, Christopher's still walking here, 8 points, and the Kitten Kings on 7 points. Ian, what's happening in the chat?
Oh, well, we have a lot of new people playing along this week. So we've got Firenaut has popped up. No idea who that is. We have the question, which is really complicated to read when they're answering the questions. The lovely Ingrid is back. So she's getting that. Thank you, Ingrid, again for your question. Travis Geldard is playing along and doing very well.
So at the end of round 1.
Oh, I can hear. Someone's listening to the quiz.
And the Kitten Somebody has their what's happening YouTube playing.
Okay. Hands off the hand. Hands up. Hands away from your keyboards. We also have playing along Tokyo Fatso, and very nicely we
Me.
have
Garrett. Hello,
is
Garrett.
that Garrett?
Yeah.
And we also have playing once of the podcast. We have Christopher Gibbs has managed to work out his computers and is playing along.
Christopher Gibbs.
Yeah.
Hello,
Garrett,
sir. How
hi.
you doing? Okay.
The eponymous, infamous Mr. Gibbs.
So how do
as
we
for-
do with the image, the slide that we put up?
Well, not that saying that our teammates participating in the quiz are a bit too competitive, but most of the answers came from people playing now. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, Trig. We got I love the smell of your confidence in the morning. That was quite nice. From Mars, we had I wish I had your WD-40 R2. But I think my favorite one was from the lovely Miss Lindstrom, who said, I wish I had your bazongas.
Say that again.
I wish I had your bazongas.
I wish I had your bazongas. Okay.
So a number of people did actually get the answer right, but we were looking for your funniest answers as well. But Marcus, do you want to tell us what the real answer was?
Okay, so I'm just putting it up here. I wish I had your confidence. It's not really a zinger, is it?
We had a late entry, Travis Gelder. I wish I had your lines.
All right. Thank you, Travis. All right. So moving on to round 2. This is our music round. We're going to be talking about music on film. Let's get started. Question 11. Who co-directed West Side Story? All right. Now, I'm going to give you a few hints here. Was it A, Jerome Robbins and Stephen Sondheim? B, Robert Wise and Leonard Bernstein? C, Stephen Sondheim and Robert Wise? Or D, Jerome Robbins and Robert Wise? That's a tongue twister. Who co-directed West Side Story? Your options are Jerome Robbins and Stephen Sondheim. A, B, Robert Wise and Leonard Bernstein. C, Stephen Sondheim and Robert Wise. D, Jerome Robbins and Robert Wise.
Oh, I thought you were right with your first guess, Mars.
Really?
But I'm not sure. I don't know why that one jumped out at me, but they all do. So
Robson and Jerome, yeah.
Isn't Spielberg trying to get one West Side Story?
Steven Spielberg's film. I don't know if they finished shooting before the lockdown, but it's due, I think, the end of this year or the beginning of next year.
Well, I thought you meant Spielberg was doing Robson and Jerome. That would be interesting.
It's such a specifically British joke. I don't think anyone else is getting that.
No, I'm blanking.
Yeah, exactly. See,
the next thing he showed
It's
us.
a local joke.
I'm sure it's a great joke, though, Ian.
it's
going
a
for a
cracking
niche.
joke.
Really good. All right, let's go on to the next question. Question 12. With which name do Jake and Elwood Blues refer to Kathleen Freeman's sister Mary Stigmata in the Blues Brothers? With which name do Jake and Elwood refer to Kathleen Freeman's sister Mary Stigmata in the Blues Brothers from 1980?
Mars, you're reading that out. If that's what you want.
Fair enough.
I love that name, Sister Mary Stigmata. Everyone's very
Yeah,
quiet.
I think Dick could be. Let's go with that. Yeah.
All sorted?
Ours is just a bit R-rated for our normal podcast audience. So.
I've amended, I think.
Go with it.
Yeah,
Go
no,
with the
I think-
second version.
Yeah, let's go with the second version.
Use a clean version, please. All right. Question 13. Which band features in the concert film Stop Making Sense? The 1984 film Stop Making Sense. Which band features in the film?
I realise me and Dowling just keep nodding at at Mars, but you can't tell we're nodding.
The fastest typer in the East.
I am a quick typist.
I have a.
Oh, that's great. Definite advantage there. How about the slow typists on the other team?
It's a good name for a band, the Slow Typists.
Oh, this band.
All right. How are we doing? Still typing?
Yeah, still typing.
I think Mars is just typing for fun now.
Keeping sharp.
Yeah, I've lost
Okay.
confidence in my one for West Side Story now. Maybe go
Okay,
back
I
to
got
the
it,
original.
guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, remember, no Googling. Question 14. Which director did not receive a credit for Bohemian Rhapsody? 2 years ago, which director did not receive a credit
What's his name?
for his work on Bohemian Rhapsody?
I think it's the.
Furious nodding coming from this way.
Furious nodding.
Or is it the other guy?
No. That's it.
Yeah.
You sure?
That's
Yeah. Friends with Elton John.
it. Aren't we all?
No.
Oh.
Enough about your
Delio.
personal life, darling.
Reg to me.
And on to our final question for this music on film round. Question 15. Which of the following songs does not feature on the soundtrack to Baby Driver?
All right.
Which of the following does not feature on the soundtrack to Baby Driver? A, John Spencer Blues Explosion, Bell Bottoms. B, The Damned, Neat, Neat, Neat. C, The Beatles, Baby You're a Rich Man. And D, Simon and Garfunkel, Baby Driver. Which does not feature?
I think I'm pretty confident
Okay.
because I had problem. I love the song, but I had a problem finding that in the place that you think it would be in the soundtrack.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
I think you're right. I think there's a story behind that as well.
Okay.
You can tell the story, Ian.
No, because it's probably wrong and slanderous.
When we get to the answers, Ian, which is right now. But before we get there, let's talk about sending in video questions. So we're still looking for video questions for upcoming episodes. All you need to do is think of an original question, record yourself with your phone, and send the video to either our Facebook page or send us a link to Love It at Cut Media. And I will look through the pictures. Sorry, I will look through the videos, and we will choose the best for upcoming episodes. Okay. So it's answer time for round 2. Let's start with Maria. What did you get for question number 11? Who co-directed West Side Story?
I think it was what was the B? What Robert Wise and Leonard Bernstein, but I don't remember what was the combination. Was B was anyway Robert Wise and Leonard Bernstein.
Do you want the options again? So the options were A, Jerome Robbins and Stephen Sondheim. B was Robert Wise and Leonard Bernstein. C, Stephen Sondheim and Robert Wise. And D was Jerome Robbins and Robert Wise. So Maria, one more time.
So it's Robert Wise and Leonard Bernstein.
B, Robert Wise and Leonard Bernstein.
B, yeah.
Okay. B and Ian?
Yeah, we put B as well. I hope that's right because I made Mars change it.
Dun dun.
Oh,
Was Jerome Robbins and Robert Wise.
Oh.
To be fair, Mars, you didn't put that either, so.
So choreographer Jerome Robbins teamed up with the director of The Sound of Music for this 1961 classic.
Michael Bay's
remade by Steven Spielberg and Tony Kushner sometime soon.
With the guy from Baby Drive.
Question 12. With which name do Jake and Elwood Blues refer to Kathleen Freeman's sister Mary Stigmata in the Blues Brothers? Die.
See, we got 2 answers for this and we're not 100%. So team...
You can only have one answer, Die.
I know. What do you think? The first one or the second one?
Think quick.
I'll do the first one. We said the Shakes.
Yeah, that's the one that popped up.
Yeah, the Shakes.
The Shakes. Okay. And how about Paul?
Well, taking visual cues, we're going with this is the clean version. The Penguin. You Penguin
is the correct answer. The Penguin. Nice work.
Get in.
Nice one.
Well done.
Okay, remember she says, I will not take your filthy stolen money. She was originally considered for the role of Alice in the Brady Bunch, if you can remember that far back. So
He's from the Goonies, though.
Oh yeah.
moving on to our next
Some
question.
deep trivia.
Question 13. Which band features in the concert film Stop Making Sense? Trygve.
Yeah, so we went for Talking Heads.
Talking Heads. Andrew, how about you guys?
We also went for Talking Heads and David Byrne's Big Suit.
Is correct. Talking Heads. And yes, indeed, David Byrne was wearing the biggest of suits in that film. There is the big suit, in fact.
But it was the 80s.
Yeah.
I think I have a similar suit that I wore on my first day at training for Interact.
Married in.
Okay, one of the first concerts to be recorded digitally. That's one of the reasons that the soundtrack really stands up today. Okay, question 14. Which director did not receive a credit for Bohemian Rhapsody? Let's go to Maria, first of all.
Well, Bryan Singer, because he's been a little bit of a naughty boy.
Okay, and Di?
That's the same team.
Oh, sorry.
Need to start.
And Ian, sorry, I just confused you for a second.
With our
Did you get me confused for Die?
I did.
should take that as somewhat of a compliment.
Ian,
we
Team
put
Captain
Bryan-
Ian.
we wrote Bryan Singer after they deleted me writing down Dexter Fletcher. So it is Bryan Singer.
It's Dexter Fletcher.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Oh.
Told
Oh
you.
wait, Bryan Singer is credited, isn't he? Is he?
Yeah.
Bryan Singer gets the credit. The
Oh.
DGA gave him full
Oh,
credit because
he's the one who-
shot more than 2/3 of the film, I believe.
Oh, he's the
Yeah,
one who
yeah, yeah.
gets the credit. Okay, yeah.
Because
Oh.
Dexter Fletcher did then direct the Elton
The
John.
Rocket Man one.
Sorry, Ian.
What was the name of the show we was in when we were kids? Was it News?
Press Gang.
Press Gang.
Press
Yeah,
Gang.
you British.
How can you forget?
He's a great actor. Kind of looks like Tom.
I like him
York.
in Doom.
Question 15.
Pinky, isn't it?
Yes.
Which song does not feature on the soundtrack for Baby Driver? Andrew, you first.
Somewhat paradoxically, we felt it was the song Baby Driver by Paul Simon and Art Garfunkel.
Trygve, how about you guys?
We went for the Beatles. Baby, You're a Rich Man.
Is the correct answer. Be Your Rich Man does not feature in the film.
Great track.
Of course,
Copyright
Baby,
problem?
Baby Driver. Of course, they're going to have that in the
Oh.
film.
Trygve, that you saved us. Yes.
Yes. Very nice.
Okay.
A great track.
So
though.
at the end of this round, let's see, we're going to do a count back here. So Jerome Robbins and Robert Wise, I don't believe either team got that correct. One team, Christopher Walken here, got a point for The Penguin. Both teams got a point for Talking Heads. Nobody got a point for Dexter Fletcher. And the Kitten Kings got 1 point for Baby, You're a Rich Man, which means 2 points each for that round. Christopher Walken here still ahead by 1 point. So it's 10 points for Christopher Walken here and 9 points for the Kitten Kings.
Pressure's on now. Pressure's on.
Okay, final round. Question 16. How was this shot from Close Encounters of the Third Kind achieved? Okay, I'll take your best answer for this. How was this shot from Close Encounters of the Third Kind achieved? How did they do it?
By using a camera.
I was gonna say that.
Correct, but I'm looking for more information, Trygve.
Oh yeah. Can I answer then? Or
No,
Yeah, on WhatsApp.
Yes.
very cool. Hang on, there's no Nostromo on it. No, just kidding.
That would be a good callback. Actually, this film was made before Alien.
What?
Question
No.
17. Name the film.
Oh yes.
Here's some very fast typing.
Oh.
I'm assuming that's Andrew? Andrew's the fast typist? Or just the loud typist?
The loudest.
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 Yeah, we're all wrong.
It confuses
Fast and
us.
loud.
Good strategy.
So name the film. Question 18. What is the name of Buffalo Bill's dog in The Silence of the Lambs?
Oh,
The
No.
lamb still crying, Clarice.
Boris.
Boris Karloff. Would be a great name for a dog.
It would be.
Pull the strings.
I'm sure it just sounds like a normal name, like a normal human name.
you know, let's revise
see.
all dogs' names.
Ah,
Bill.
rat.
Spot,
King.
Rover.
You can tell we're taking it serious now. Both me and Mars have stopped talking.
Yeah, it's a tell. It's your tell.
Is it something to do with the hose? Something.
Some lotion. Rub it on.
Right part of the movie. Okay, moving on to our.
There he is.
Oh,
Oh, it's such a cute little.
Don't get too close to the edge.
did he die?
No, I
No.
just fell
The
in.
dog, the acting dog has passed away. Yes.
Oh.
So the film is no longer with us.
So good of you to keeping track.
Yeah, I read everything. Question 19. What was the MacGuffin in Mission Impossible from '96? That's a De Palma one.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Damn
It was a De Palma film. What was the MacGuffin in Mission Impossible from 1996?
See, this is
Jog
where our
your
day,
memory.
Oh.
where our day drinking catches up with us, and now
Yeah,
we're
we-
rubbish. at the brand.
Look at those.
I knew that
Christopher
tequila.
Walken here. You guys have gone really quiet. What's going on?
Tom Cruise
Watching-
is
I'm
last
just
year.
waiting for Mars to write the answer.
People
First time
use
to
the
hear
MacGuffin a lot.
Piling on the pressure there.
That's why they're quiet.
I told you it's the tequila.
Hmm. You guys drinking before the cast? Should have done that.
Isn't it the middle of the day, Trigba?
I know, but you know, it's
For us, it's
2
9
p.m.
p.m., 10 p.m. So yeah.
yeah. Here is
No, don't drink. Don't drink.
Still at work.
If you're
Okay.
in my team, don't drink.
Oh, come on.
As
What's
Di
with-
takes this week. Question 20. What is the final line of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? It's a multiple choice.
Oh,
A, I don't want to sound like a sore loser, but when it's over, if I'm dead, kill him. B, let's you and me jump in that river. C, you just keep thinking, Butch. That's what you're good at. And D, oh, good. For a moment there, I thought we were in trouble. What is the final line of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid from 1969? I don't want to sound like a sore loser, but when it's over, if I'm dead, kill him. B, let's you and me jump in that river. C, you just keep thinking, Butch. That's what you're good at. And D, oh, good. For a moment there, I thought we were in trouble.
Hmm.
but Marcus, did you come up with all the other lines as well, or they come from other films?
Yeah, I channeled my inner William Goldman.
because they're all, you know,
Great
sound
lines, yeah.
plausible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I cannot take credit. They're all lines from the movie.
There is quite the debate happening in our chat at the moment, and the spelling has.
Actually,
I like the fact you're following the chat.
MacGuffin.
You're following the chat, Ian. You probably should not be following the chat.
Oh no,
because
no,
you're
I
gonna
mean
get
our
ideas,
chat.
number
I mean
one.
our teammate chat. I'm not looking.
Oh,
at the,
your teammate
Intra-team
chat. Oh,
chat.
that's acceptable. That's okay.
and as usual, the spelling has gone a little bit haywire.
All you need is A, B, C, or D, right?
When we're doing a different
Oh,
version.
no.
Oh, you're back on another question.
Mm.
Okay. Does anyone need more time for question 20? It's a tough one.
We've got quite the essay for number 19.
Wow. And publishing the memoir after this.
It's longer than
Look at
some of
those
my
eyes.
student essays.
My quiz live.
4 of the best blue eyes ever there.
Yeah.
Lovely to hear you having man crush for Paul. Newman.
Yeah. You can't
Okay,
help-
let's
And
move on to
Robert.
the answers.
Come
I think
on,
everyone's
love
caught
it.
up. So the answers to round 3. Question 16. How was this shot from Close Encounters of the Third Kind achieved? I'm going to die first.
This is achieved with forced perspective. So the ship is a tiny little model placed in front of the camera, and then the people are very far away. Like with Dougal, the cow is close, but that one is far away.
It's a great example.
This one is small.
Okay. And how about Paul? What did you guys get?
I was really hoping you wouldn't come to me on this one. But,
Well, I am.
our answer sheet is a mess. It's not used elephants to move the boat, I'm sure.
That is a different film. That does happen in a different film.
I'm gonna say that they.
You think of Werner Herzog?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Native South Americans pulling the boat across the mountains.
Lots of elephants in the desert.
I think I'm just making it up now here. The boat is straight, and they tilted the camera, and that's a great.
The boat is straight, and they tilted the camera.
Yeah.
I'm afraid I cannot pay that. Forced perspective is indeed the answer. 20-foot model was shot in front of a helicopter and extras. So the extras were and the helicopter were flying far in the distance, and then they put the 20-foot model directly in front of the camera and used a wide-angle lens. There were lots of great models on that film, if you remember. They did something very similar with the end of the film at Devil's Tower, together with a lot of great matte painting as well. Okay. Question 17, I asked you to name the film. Let's see. Shall we go to Andrew first of all?
It is John Carpenter's masterpiece, They Live.
Yeah.
John Carpenter's masterpiece, They Live. Okay. Who wants to take this from the other team? Maria, how about you?
And They Live indeed.
Is the correct answer. So John Carpenter's 1988 masterpiece, They Live. It's really a great B movie. Something to point out, just again, by complete coincidence, we have another wrestler. This is Rowdy Roddy Piper, who played John Nutter, the film's main character. I think he's acting debut. I'm not sure about that, but I think so. Okay. Question 18. What is the name of Buffalo Bill's dog in The Silence of the Lambs? Ian.
I'm going to have to clarify with Mars. What is the thing in brackets on the answer sheet?
That should be P45.
It's a very famous type of moisturizer, Ian.
I think
I don't think that's the real thing.
Episode 45. We've got Margaret on. Marguerite as well.
Marguerite.
I can't tell if it's his typing or if he means Margaret.
I just can't spell Margaret, Ian.
Margaret, then yes, we're going with Margaret.
Okay, and Trigva, what did you guys get?
We went through a bunch of names. So I have 3 names, but we're gonna go with. Are you sure, Di?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, Mittens.
No, the other one.
Oh, sorry.
the other one.
What?
You're on the right.
What?
The one you just typed in the chat.
Are you sure, guys?
Oh yeah, Precious.
We're as sure as no, but I think the one in the chat.
Okay, give me a final answer, guys.
Okay, you take it, Di.
Precious. We're going with Precious.
The correct answer is indeed Precious.
Good. That's you, Trig. Good call.
I think we're losing, boys.
Look how smug he looks.
Okay.
Typical Welshman.
So you remember the woman trapped in the pit says, "Don't make me hurt your dog."
Yeah, that's how
Precious.
His name's Hannibal Lecter. I know that.
Nicely done.
And no bonus point, right?
No bonus points for that, I'm afraid. Question 19. What was the MacGuffin in Mission Impossible? What was Ethan Hunt seeking in Mission Impossible, the De Palma film? Let's go first of all to Paul.
Sorry,
or somebody else. Let's go to Andrew. Paul's moaning and groaning. Andrew, speak on behalf of Paul.
It led to an essay almost as long as the screenplay to Mission Impossible. I feel like it's Ethan Hunt's team's identities, like they're going to be compromised. There's identities on a microfilm. Final answer.
Identities on a microfilm.
Yeah. You sound.
I could not have said that from the answer sheet.
You did well to get that
Okay.
from our answer sheet.
That's your final answer?
That's my final
Identities on microfilm. We'll take that.
It's-
Okay.
It's an answer.
And Dai?
We had something very similar. We had a list of undercover operatives, a knock list.
Oh,
The non-official cover list, simply known as the knock list. But you know what? I will pay that to Christopher Walken here.
Yeah.
So
Oh, really?
1 point each for that one. And our
They're
final
always doing that in
question.
every different Marvel movie.
I would have actually just given that to Di, to be honest, because he remembered knock list. But thank
Well,
you.
it was a list of
Yeah,
operatives.
we'll
I think
take
that's pretty good. Although that may be the MacGuffin in several other MI films, but you know,
Up to
don't
you.
complain. All right, you're on a good thing. Question 20. What is the final line of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid from 1969? Let's go to the captains for this one. Ian.
We wrote D. But there was multiple choice.
All right. You wrote D, which was
For a moment there, I thought we were in real trouble.
from a moment there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we were in trouble. Okay, good. And how about the other team, Maria?
We struggled, but we came up as a final answer with D. Oh, good. For a minute there, I thought we were in trouble.
Is the correct answer. Well done. That was a tough one. Good. For a moment there, I thought we were in trouble is the final line from William Goldman's script for Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
Nobody's perfect. Well, that's a different
Okay,
film.
so at the end of round 3, Christopher's still walking here. You have 13 points. And the Kitten Kings are on 14 points.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Take it.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
No more
Perfect.
Norwegians. No more Norwegians are allowed on this quiz.
So just a recap for the audience playing at home. Number 16, Forced Perspective. Number 17, They Live. Number 18, Precious. Number 19, The Knock List.
Oh, the knock list. Come on. We got to get that one.
We already won. Doesn't matter. We've won
I
already.
gave you both a point for that one. And 20, D. Oh, good. For a moment there, I thought we were in trouble.
Perfect. Well done.
You got
That brings us to the end of tonight's episode. Thank you, one and all. We'll be back next week. Next week, we're coming to you at the same time, but we'll be here on Thursday rather than Tuesday. Thank you to our players, and special thanks this week to Ingrid Lindstrom for her question. Please, for you at home, please send your questions in to us. We'd love to air them. If you have a question, you can email us a link, loveit@andcutmedia.com. That's also the place where you can send me fan mail. On Twitter, we are at Last Pick House. You can find recorded episodes of the quiz on our YouTube channel. That's Last Picture House. That's also where you'll find episodes of our regular podcast. Trygve, Andrew, Paul, Dai, thank you very much for joining us. And Trygve, we'll let you get back to your afternoon. Thank you at home for playing. See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining.
On.
Cool.
Thank you.